Jessica Alba has officially touched down in Australia, and Hollywood's spotlight has followed her there. The actress and entrepreneur has begun filming her latest project, The Mark, a high-octane spy thriller that's already generating major buzz. Alba's arrival on the Gold Coast has drawn attention from both fans and media, as behind-the-scenes glimpses and set photos reveal a sleek, action-packed production unfolding against the backdrop of Australia's sun-soaked coastline. This marks a major move for Alba, not only returning to her action roots, but doing so in an international production of significant scale. The excitement surrounding The Mark isn't just about another Jessica Alba film. It's about seeing her step back into the global spotlight in a genre that made her a star. Over the next few minutes, we'll dive into everything we know so far, from her role in the movie and why it's filming in Australia, to what this new chapter means for Alba's evolving career and life. Jessica Alba rose to fame in the early 2000s as one of Hollywood's most bankable young stars, known for her combination of beauty, strength, and screen charisma. Her breakout performances in Dark Angel and Sin City showcased her as a bold physical actress capable of carrying action-driven roles. Soon after, she solidified her status with Fantastic Four and its sequel, portraying the iconic superhero Sue Storm, roles that placed her among Hollywood's top-tier leading ladies. At her peak, Alba was the face of the modern female action hero, fierce, stylish, and relatable. In the years that followed, Alba's focus expanded beyond acting. She became a successful entrepreneur, founding The Honest Company, and took on fewer film roles, opting for projects that aligned with her values and evolving perspective. However, in recent years, she's begun re-engaging with her acting career, leaning toward more grounded and mature characters. The Mark represents an important return to her cinematic roots, a fusion of action, suspense, and emotional depth that recalls the physical energy of her earlier roles while highlighting her growth as a performer and producer. Filming in Australia adds a unique dimension to this comeback. The decision to shoot The Mark on the Gold Coast signals not only a strategic production choice, taking advantage of Australia's thriving film infrastructure and tax incentives, but also a symbolic one. It marks Alba's return to large-scale international storytelling, positioning her once again as a global screen presence. For a star who has balanced business success with family life and selective acting, The Mark could very well be the project that reintroduces Jessica Alba to audiences worldwide as both a veteran and a reinvented force in Hollywood. The Mark is shaping up to be one of the most ambitious projects Jessica Alba has taken on in years. The film is described as a fast-paced international spy thriller centered around Alba's character, a former intelligence operative drawn back into the shadowy world she once left behind. The storyline reportedly weaves together themes of betrayal, loyalty, and redemption, set against a globe-trotting backdrop that includes several major action sequences filmed across Australia's stunning coastal and urban landscapes. Production began on the Gold Coast in late October 2025, with additional scenes planned for Brisbane and surrounding areas. The region has become a hotbed for major Hollywood productions in recent years, hosting blockbusters like Thor, Ragnarok, and Aquaman, thanks to its combination of diverse filming locations, advanced production facilities, and supportive film incentives. Alba's presence in the area has already sparked excitement among local fans and media, with photos surfacing of her in sleek spy attire on set, suggesting a physically demanding, high-stakes role reminiscent of her early action days. Behind the camera, The Mark is directed by French filmmaker Laurent Bourgeois, known for blending intense, character-driven storytelling with sleek action choreography. The film is also backed by a joint American-Australian production team, a collaboration that underscores the growing trend of Hollywood stars working in international markets to create globally appealing content. Alba herself is reportedly serving as a producer on the film, continuing her commitment to taking creative control of her projects and crafting narratives that feature strong, complex female leads. The film's tone is said to be gritty, yet emotionally grounded, offering Alba a chance to balance physical performance with dramatic depth. Insiders close to the production describe her character as strategic and fearless, but deeply human, a role designed to showcase her versatility after years away from major studio action films. For Alba, The Mark isn't just another title on her filmography. It's a statement piece, signaling her return to the forefront of action cinema and reaffirming her place among Hollywood's most adaptable talents. Choosing Australia as the filming base for The Mark is significant both strategically and symbolically for Jessica Alba. Over the last decade, Australia has quietly become one of the world's top filming destinations, not just for its scenic landscapes and modern studios, but also for its ability to support large-scale international productions with world-class crews and facilities. For Alba, who has spent much of her recent career balancing acting with her entrepreneurial pursuits and family life in the U.S., filming overseas marks a return to full-scale, hands-on filmmaking, and a signal that she's fully stepping back into the global entertainment spotlight. The Gold Coast, where most of the production is based, has earned a reputation as Hollywood on the Pacific, with recent productions like Godzilla vs. Kong, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, and Elvis proving Australia's capacity to host high-budget, star-driven films. Alba's decision to film there ties her to a growing list of A-list talent choosing to work in the region, from Chris Hemsworth to Margot Robbie and Tom Hanks. More than a simple location choice, it reflects an evolving industry trend, where big names are embracing international partnerships and more flexible production models after the pandemic era reshaped how and where movies get made. For Alba personally, working in Australia also represents a fresh creative chapter. It allows her to combine professional ambition with family balance, something she's been vocal about in interviews over the years. Reports indicate her family has joined her during parts of the shoot, underscoring how she's learned to merge her work life with motherhood and business commitments. In many ways, this production symbolizes her ability to operate on multiple fronts, producing, acting, and living globally, all while staying grounded in her values. Beyond that, the film's presence in Australia shines a light on the country's growing influence in Hollywood filmmaking. Alba's involvement brings international attention to the region's creative ecosystem, giving a boost not just to the movie itself, but to Australia's image as a prime destination for high-profile, talent-driven projects. Jessica Alba's role in The Mark marks a striking evolution in her career, both in the kind of stories she's choosing to tell and the way she's approaching them. For much of her early career, Alba's action performances were built around high-intensity physicality and strong visual appeal. But over time, she shifted her focus toward layered, emotionally grounded storytelling, often championing narratives that reflect resilience, intelligence, and empowerment. In The Mark, she seems to be merging both worlds, the strength and energy of her earlier characters with the introspective, character-driven approach she's embraced in recent years. Insiders close to the production have described her character as a former intelligence operative haunted by a moral choice that cost her everything. Drawn back into a dangerous world of espionage and betrayal, she must outsmart both enemies and allies to expose a conspiracy that reaches deep into the global security network. It's a role that demands both emotional depth and physical command, an ideal fit for Alba, who's known for her ability to bring intensity without losing vulnerability. This project also demonstrates Alba's growing presence behind the camera. As one of the producers of The Mark, she's helping shape the story's tone and message, ensuring the film reflects the kind of modern, complex female lead she's been advocating for across Hollywood. This creative involvement mirrors her broader professional shift, from on-screen performer to full-fledged storyteller and industry leader. More broadly, The Mark arrives at a time when Alba appears to be redefining her place in entertainment. After years focused on entrepreneurship, activism, and family, this project positions her not just as a returning star, but as a seasoned professional with a renewed artistic voice. For audiences who grew up watching her in Sin City or Fantastic Four, this new chapter feels like a homecoming, but one that carries greater emotional weight and creative authority. Alba's participation in The Mark isn't just another career move. It's a statement that she's not done evolving and that her best work may in fact still be ahead of her. That was all from us today for this video, folks. For more similar content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.